Boom! I'm in the room. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Live Every Day in August. Well, what a day. It's been one of those sort of days today. Now, we started off early o'clock this morning, just because we could. Got up at sort of normal this sort of time, struggled to get out of bed as normal. And then we took the dogs. The Hound of Hill Manor, Hudson Hill, and we've got Gimbal, a friend's dog that we're looking after at the moment. So we took them down the beach, and I had a really good run around, and then we came back, and then I got myself ready, and I went off to Loomis. So if you don't know what Loomis is, it's a cafe, and it's a predominantly a biker cafe, I suppose, nowadays. On the junction of the A32 and the A272. Now, what's happened there? Around, within a couple of miles, so you've got the A32 going straight up north, and then you've got the A272 coming east-west. What they've done in their, what's name thingy-bobs, is decided that they will put up speed cameras, not just any old speed cameras, average speed cameras, so that it gets you average speed. And they've reduced the speed limits around there to 40 and 50 miles an hour, which on the face of it ain't too bad, but it's ruined the roads. Basically ruined it for bikers. A lovely windy road, that A272. And they've got these cameras that spread all out along it, and taking the fun out of the game a little bit. It's still nice to ride on a nice day like today. It was a lovely day. So as I came up from Fareham, from Wickham on the A32, I saw two cameras. They're just the other side of West Meon. So just as you're coming out of West Meon, you've got one, and then just a little bit further on, you've got the other one, and then you've got Loomis. So if you're scooting down there a bit sharp, just back it off a little bit, because it's a 50 mile an hour bit leading up to the traffic lights and Loomis. So Loomis is just before the traffic lights for the 272. Apparently, if you go straight on up the A32, there's a few more up that way. But I went and had a bacon sandwich and a cup of coffee. And when I left there, I came out, turned left and turned right onto the A272 towards Petersfield. Was it Petersfield? Yeah, it's Petersfield. And I counted 5 cameras. 5 cameras along that stretch of road. So if you want to know where they are, go and have a look at the 2 videos. One of the videos is in 360. So I used the Insta360 camera to film that, and I used it with a lav mic going into my helmet, so I've got the voiceover on it as well. So I've got a couple of Doobie Watsits to go with an adapter, so I can plug in the Wireless Go 2 and then in a lav into my helmet, so you get fairly clear audio. And the other one I did with the GoPro 10, Black Hero 10 Black. And again, I've got another lav mic inside the helmet, and I've got the commentary. So the commentary is exactly the same for both. So apparently, if you come out of Loomis, turn left, you've got the BP garage to the left there. Further down the A272, there's some more cameras down there. So all 4 or all roads leading off of Loomis within 2 or 3 miles have got these average speed cameras. Somebody was saying that they've also, some of them, they think have got decibel counters or noise what's names. So if you have got your Harley that's making an awful lot of noise, watch out, because you might be below the speed limit, but you might not be below the noise level. So you might get captured with your noise levels. You've been warned, all right? So that was the day. It was, yeah, I enjoyed the day. I came back, went and picked up the new battery for the Bantam. That's on the old charger at the moment. So tomorrow morning, weather permitting, if it's a nice day tomorrow, we'll have a go and see if we can get the little bugger fired up and running. Because I do believe it was the battery that's the problem. So I had a bit more charge in it than the other one. The lights are a little bit brighter, so we've got it on charge. It'll be on charge overnight. Got the smart charger, so it'll charge up nicely. Once we've done that, I'll get my mate round. We'll double check the timing, and then we'll have it off the table, and we'll see if we can fire it up. And I'll let you know how that goes. So there you go. That's my little live every day in August for the 23rd. Now, just a parish notice, tomorrow evening, inshallah, I've got another great guest coming on for everyday conversations regarding mental health. If you jumped in last week's was a really good conversation. I've now done a recording in person. So I've used 3 cameras. I'm working through the edit on that at the moment, and that'll go up in October. I'm going to put that one up in October. It's a real sorry, hard to listen to story, but it's an important message that we need to put out there. It's all about gambling addictions and what that can do to your life. So that'll be up when I'm away on my trip down to France and Spain to visit some battlefield sites and all the rest of it. And that'll be another little series of videos that you can watch. So all I'm doing with the rides out at the moment is getting used to using the cameras, finding the best way to do it, and to get the best audio from what I'm doing. So there you go. I think that's it. Don't forget next week's quiz. Got another quiz coming to you next week. If you didn't do this week's quiz, go back and have a go at it. It's a really good quiz. There were some really high scores this week, and everybody that put the scores in the chat scored over 50%. So it says it's a good quiz. So if you want to have a bash at that, fill your boots. All the old quizzes are still up on YouTube, so you can go back if you've got time to sit and watch and give yourself a break from the telly, because there's nothing on the telly really, is there? So anyway, that's it. Right, call it Wednesday. So until Thursday, until tomorrow, it'll be live. We'll go live just before 7 o'clock with everyday conversations regarding mental health, and I'll have another great guest. So until then, TTFN, ta-ta for now. I've got to move to turn it off.